What is going on, guys? It is JJ here back with another footballing U20 reaction. We are on the final day of the group stage of the FIFA U20 World Cup, and today we've probably witnessed one of the biggest matches for the FIFA U20 World Cup for Mali, the African nation of Mali, going against France. Now, this France U20 squad really has been such a dominant force in Group E of the U20 World Cup. They won their first two contests against Panama and against Saudi Arabia, so they already qualified essentially for the knockout rounds of the FIFA U20 World Cup, going against another French-speaking nation in Mali who aren't qualified just yet. They really needed some help. They needed at least a draw or a win, and then some help from Saudi Arabia to hold Panama in order to qualify automatically without having to worry about goal difference or about anything like that. And coming into this game, I really thought, France are going to still try and play strong lineup. They're going to come out, they're going to try and, knock Mali in the mouth, and they're going to try to continue to fight their way into that top spot that they, could still technically lose. If Mali were to beat them, they would jump them in points 7-6. But it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be whatsoever in this contest. France fielded a lesser squad, yet this French team was still much. They were too talented, guys. They played pretty much the B team of their U20 squad, and it was enough. I mean, they played Moussa Diaby, they played Michael Cuisance, Jean-Claire Todibo, who just signed for Barcelona as a center back, played in midfield for France rather. So playing that CDM sort of center back role in their 4-3-3 formation, and they still did. They did a very good job. This game was a little chippy. I feel like between Mali and France, it was a little frantic. It was a little jumpy all over the place, especially in the first half. The first half ended, if I can remember correctly, 1-1. So France coming into the second half, they were all on it in terms of trying to get involved into the contest. They made some really good substitutions. I feel like France did. They also got a penalty, which really helped them out against Mali to go up 3-1, and then in the 95th minute, I can't remember. It's Ousmane Diakate. Is it Diakate or just Diakite scoring in the 95th or 96th minute off a beautiful goal to unfortunately France still got the win 3-2, but as we see with the Panama versus Saudi Arabia game, the goal difference means everything. It means absolutely everything for these teams coming into this game. Mali came into today's contest, I believe, with only a +1 or a +2 goal difference, and they end up beating Panama by that +1 goal difference. So they're able to, stay ahead of Panama, who do also end up at 4 points ahead on goal difference. So Mali, huge congratulations to the country of Mali. You guys are able to, advance automatically into the knockout rounds. You don't have to worry about the next best team situation that's going on, because that would then mean, you got to pay close attention to the games that are happening just about in 45 minutes to an hour, between South Korea and Argentina, and Portugal versus South Africa. Portugal and South Korea are both on 3 points apiece. So if either one of them get a win, if either one of them get a draw or a win, that'll put a lot of pressure on that next best in qualifying spot from groups D, E, and F. With this being Group E for Mali, but you gotta find the diamond in the rough, and Mali, I felt like, played fantastic in this game overall. It was just a really unlucky penalty to give up. It was what, the 65th minute to give up that penalty, and then the 87th minute goal from France looked like it was a nail in the coffin. I thought it was. I nearly turned that game off because I was really heartbroken for Mali, because Panama were ahead on Saudi Arabia as well. So I was like, so they're gonna lose. They're gonna end up on the same points. They're gonna end up on the same goal difference, and it's just gonna be heartbreaking. And fantastic 95th minute goal. Ousmane Diakite deserves it. You know what? As little as it kind of felt like, in terms of, not even providing a draw or a win by any means for Mali, it was actually one of the biggest goals that they've scored yet in this U20 World Cup. For them to keep that goal difference close, for them to steal that automatic qualifying spot away from Panama, who now has to wait for those afternoon games, as well as, go back and look at what happened yesterday in Group D, which I actually think doesn't have a next best Norway is at 3 points from Group D in those next best qualifiers. Actually, rather, that's the U.S., Qatar, and Nigeria group, and Nigeria does have 4 points. So that's tough. That's tough for Panama if they're in order to get in. You know, I think them and Nigeria now are stuck both on 4. So if it's really gonna stink if both South Korea and Portugal both win, ends that entire group's top 3 on 6 points with Argentina already on 6 points. That would be heartbreaking. But anyway, we're, back to the main goal. Mali able to take the 2nd spot in Group E. They are able to advance automatically to the knockout rounds. France win the group, going 3 for 3 for wins, and just they're continuing to look like the most talented squad. They really do. They have the most depth. They have the most individual talent, the midfield talent, the defense. They subbed all 3 of their core 3 defenders. Dan-axel Zagadou, Boubacar Kamara, and of course Alban Lafont. And they still found a way to win. So if that doesn't tell you how talented this France squad is, I don't know what else can. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Mali versus France. Mali were able to advance in that 2nd automatic spot on goal difference over Panama. Panama now has to wait and see what happens in the Group F final matchups later today. Stay tuned on the channel because we're gonna figure out all of that stuff later as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and peace.